Hi folks, welcome back. I am going to show you how I tapered this one thing off here. And let me bring this up kind of close so you can see it. Alright, we're making it wavy, as you see here, and I'm just going to spray it a little bit, so it's just a little easier to carve that way. And what we have here is we've got a few petals here, but I want to show you this. See how I have that tapered off and tucked underneath? So we're going to go up here. We're going to do the next one. We're going to make it a little bit more wavier. Let me go like so. You know, this is the bottom portion here, so and we're going to just kind of taper that off just a tad towards the center. And then we're going to go up from the back side, just like so. And we're going to get very close to that edge. See how we have that like so? I'm going to show you something here in just a second. Where this came up underneath, we're just going to cut that out a little bit further upright. Just like so. Okay, so it's a little bit tapered right there at the edge. Alright. Alright, so see how I'm doing the back here? It's just a matter of tapering it off. Now, you see how thick it is yet, but it gives you the illusion that it's thinner than it really is. And that is part of what relief carving is about. It's the illusion that things are definitely... Now, the other thing we can also do is undercut a little bit, just like I'm doing right there. Yeah. Okay, see how I'm undercutting that at an angle? And we're just going to cut that out. Just like so. See how that looks? Okay. And we're going to just taper that towards that center up here. Okay, just like so. Alright, we're going to taper this off. So it's really just, you're going to go back and forth a little bit on it, folks. Make sure your knives are nice and sharp. And the same thing here. We're going to taper this behind that flower. See how this one's underneath? So we're just going to take this at a little bit of an angle, and we're just going to cut that portion out behind it. I can get the knife in there. Okay, see how we cut that out? Alright. Now of course that's a lot thicker than it should be if it was a real petal. But when you set that on a flat surface later on, it's going to look like it's really thinner than it is. Okay, so that's how you're going to do all those petals. And like this one here, we're going to dig this down a little bit, and we're just going to go underneath here, and then we're going to just kind of pop this over. You know, we're going to tuck that underneath there. We're just going to kind of give it the illusion that it's really a, you know, a flower. Okay, see how we have that? Okay, see how we have that? It's just a matter of layering things, folks, and just looking at it and understanding that, you know, this portion's going to go under here, and you're going to have to put, and feathering's the same way. When you do feathers on a bird, you really have to think, what is underneath something else, you know? And this could be just rounded out a little bit more here. And you can really have that sticking out kind of nice, like that. Okay, just like that. And you can tuck it under there a little further if you like. What you want to do is just make a little V-cut and just make a little darker, a deeper cut there. So you see what we're doing here. And the other thing is, I'm going to try to layer things a little differently. So you're going to do each petal this way. You know, you're going to just kind of go through here and try to trim this off in the back to give it that illusion that it's really thinner than it is. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. I have some of it done over here. Alright, but I also need to trim some of this more, trim more of this out right here. I'm going to do that at an angle. You see how I have that angled in there? We're just going to chop that out. Alright. And then we're going to just have this come up and around. We're going to just, keep going here. And we're going to follow that all the way out. So let's do that. Let's follow that all the way behind there. Just like that. See it? Okay. And that's what we're doing with all these. I have to do this side. Yep. So this comes down a little further. And this gets trimmed out a little bit. You take a look how I'm doing this. Okay. We're going to go right in at an angle. See the angle that I have here? And we're just going to go into it at an angle. Okay, perfect. Exactly what we wanted. And then we're just going to round this portion up. Okay, I just thought a bug went by me here. It's been a warm day here, folks. I'm not used to having... I'll be right